Days and weeks passed since I graduated from high school in 2016. One day, when I woke up, I had a weird feeling, afraid, nervous, and happy, all together at the same time. That happened when I read an email says that I was accepted on a scholarship by my government to continue my studies abroad. I was very excited. I packed my stuff and traveled to Boston, United States. When I first arrived, I had difficulties communicating with others, the new community, and even getting to the hotel, but I went through it. As any student, the first thing I had to do is looking for an apartment. While I was searching on Craigslist, between all of the apartments, I found a nice one-bed apartment. It was about 15 minutes walking to school. That was a great distance walking to get to class on time, and it was very cheap and furnished. I contacted the landlord through email, asking to see the apartment in real. I was too excited to see it and live in it. 10 minutes later, he sent me more pictures and said that he has left the country, going to take care of his sick grandmother in Costa Rica, and he can't present to take me for a tour at the apartment at the meantime. So he gave me two options, either filling up the rent application and pay him the fees and the rent to get the keys from the building office, or the apartment might be gone for someone if I waited for him to come back. Since it was my first time to rent an apartment in the United States, I called my cousin and the next day, who was studying in West Virginia, asking him about the matter, and he told me to go for it as it's near the school and cheap, comparing to other apartments in Boston. I made my decision filling up the online application, and I paid him the fees to live in that gorgeous apartment. Everything went through easily, and I was very enthusiastic to move there. And the next morning I went to meet the concierge and get the keys. I showed him the lease that I signed, and there was the shock. He told me that this is not official, and the pictures was fake. With all frustration, I immediately called the police and reported the case, knowing that it's useless. The money is gone and nothing will come back. I left the place going to the hotel, losing hope. I also suspended my UAE's credit card. On the following day, I went to the student service building to apply for accommodation at the job, since the checkout day was soon. After being 14 days waiting for my new credit card to be delivered from my country, I've been informed that it was sent to a wrong location. I couldn't wait for another 2 weeks to get another credit card, so I went to that location. It was a house across the dorm street. I knocked the door several times, but there was no answer. When I looked inside, it seemed to me that there was nobody living there. I found the owner's number on Zillow when I searched for this location. I tried to contact him, but there was no answer. So I couldn't wait. I tried to slide up the window to get my mail, but the window cracked. Suddenly, the neighbors saw me, and they started yelling, "Hey, what are you doing there?" And I saw them calling. They thought that I'm robbing. Unexpectedly, the police came over. I couldn't justify myself at that time. With all that evidence against me, they arrested me and took me to the police station to interrogate me. I didn't know that stepping on others' properties is a crime. I called the embassy of the UAE to clarify what happened. After 6 hours being stressed at the police station, they released me of that misconception. While I was walking to the dorm, I was thinking of why I chose to study here. I was very pessimistic and wished to be home. 11 months later, I got my certificate and graduated from Kaplan Harbor School at Boston, and I went back home. After months, I got accepted for fall 2019 at ASU as a mechanical engineer, and now I am here.